Hey, what's up everyone? Sam Carlson from SpawnRoom.com with another eSports Bulletin, episode 56 for August 18th through the 19th, 2012. This is a weekend recap episode, and I'm not sure, but I might do that. I think I might do that from now on. Like, instead of doing it one for Saturday, one for Sunday, I might just do weekend, since it seems like usually the weekends are kind of a little bit quieter in terms of the news front, which makes sense because it's the weekend, no one's working, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. The Esports Bulletin is a daily recap of all the news since the last episode, offering you the fastest way to get caught up with esports, along with building an archive of esports history. Starting this off with event news as always, Red Bull Gaming and Sean Day 9 Plot are looking to launch another esports LAN event in Seattle, across the street from PAX Prime on August 30th through September 1st. 8 players will compete head-to-head in StarCraft 2 in front of a live audience at the Crystalline Window Cleaning Offices. Just kidding. Actually, if you go on Google Maps, if you go on their website and click Google Maps, that's actually, like, you click on the little, like, thingy and it says it's at the Crystalline Window Cleaning Offices, but apparently that's also where the Eliza Anderson Amphitheater is. And I did look at some pictures. It looked pretty nice. It looked classy. So, yeah. So anyway, that means there's going to be some major esports representation at PAX Prime this year with this announcement. ESWC North American qualifiers, the League of Legends World Championship regional qualifiers, and Valve's Dota 2 tournament, the International. And I don't know if there's any other ones that I missed, but those are the big main ones. The only other little bit of event news this past weekend is just a reminder to check out results from the Intel Extreme Masters. There were some other Gamescom tournaments. I think there's one for Shoot Mania if you're into that. Razer Mini Madness, Fnatic Play Raid Call Cups, Asus Summer Cups, and there's more events going on. You can go and check the Spawn Room calendar, which will be linked in the video description. However, it's a little behind again. I just don't have enough time between all these videos and programming and everything else to keep it quite up to date. But I'm hopefully get around to it, maybe even tonight, I'm not sure. In player and team news, ESC Gaming's team Golden 5 has announced their intention to begin focusing on CounterStrike Global Offensive. However, they've also stated that they will continue to play in CounterStrike 1.6 tournaments as long as they are being hosted, which is a little bit unusual because generally it's advisable to focus on just one game, because if everybody else is focusing 100% on one game and you're focusing 50-50, you're probably not going to win because you're only like 50% there, right? So I'd assume that eventually they'll just switch to Global Offensive entirely, but trying to let everyone down easy, I think. Continuing with related news, Z Nation has also announced that they will be transitioning over to Go, forming a new squad with a few players from their former 1.6 and Source rosters, and then the other players have just been released or moved on to different organizations, but I don't think they said any specifics on that yet. And if that wasn't enough, Fnatic has also alluded to picking up a Global Offensive after announcing their 5th player, who is rumored to be Emil Fire73 Carlson. I don't know, maybe there's this is for the weekend, so I didn't do the news for tonight quite yet. So I'm not sure if they actually officially announced this, but we'll see. Fnatic has remained somewhat cryptic in their Counter-Strike announcements as of late, but I think it's safe to assume that with this announcement, because he said, Karn came out and said that they're going to be focusing on multiple versions of CS, but we could probably assume that that just means that, for these last few 1.6 tournaments, they'll probably be in those, and then they're going to switch over to Go. But we'll see. They kind of said that they wanted to stick with 1.6 too, so I don't know. And finally, with Counter-Strike news, remember that today is the last day that you can get pre-order for Global Offensive and get the 10% discount, which is like, what, $1.50 or something, but plus you get the TF2 Sniper, which I went and tested it. It's totally badass. Yeah, it's sweet. It's like really cool having an op in as a sniper in TF2. Yeah, so definitely consider that. Moving on, flying in from the Twitterverse, we've got Joshua Nintendo X Atkins announcing that he has returned to Team Dynamic after being replaced in episode 25 by James Atlanta Moreland. This is for League of Legends, I should say. Now Atlanta is out and looking for a team for the Major League Gaming Summer Championships this weekend in Raleigh, North Carolina. So that kind of sucks, right? Because he was on a team and they drop him just like a week before a major event. So hopefully he'll find someone to play with, because that would be so disappointing. Yeah. In miscellaneous news, according to event organizer Mr. Wizard, EVO 2013 or 2013 will not have Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I guess it seems kind of early to say that since that's like almost a whole year away, but response has been somewhat mixed. A lot of people were like, yeah, I saw it coming, the game kind of sucks, and a lot of others are saying that Capcom has promised to address some critical issues, launch some patches for it, and get it back up to snuff, but I don't know. It does seem a little early, though, so maybe they'll you know, go back on that decision in the future. But for now, I guess they're removing it. And finally, I just wanted to give it one last reminder about the XTV, or X-Television, Team Fortress 2 donation drive to bring American teams to the I-46 LAN in the UK, so Europe and the US can finally have a go at determining who is the king of competitive TF2. They're currently 67% funded, something like over $13,000 have been raised, which is insane. But now they still need another 6,500. Though the total is 20 grand, which is a crazy amount for not only esports but TF2, because that's kind of like a smaller community. But I mean, 13 grand, that's a lot of money. I suppose they got US and Europe donating. So 4 days left. Be sure to you know, if you got some extra cash and you want to help out, definitely throw that down, because that's going to be an awesome tournament if it happens. One team should be sent for sure, but if we could get two, that'd be badass. All right, and as a conclusion, I just want to remind you that spawnroom.com/blog has been relaunched. There'll be posts there. Major League MLG Summer Championships is this weekend, so I'll probably do like what I used to do with event posts, where it's all like aggregated content about the event and stuff like that. So definitely go check that out if you have a chance. And the last thing is a shout out to Heartland Esports Association. I just discovered them last week. I was looking at it. Seems like a really cool organization. They're located in the Midwest, which is cool because that's where I'm from. Yeah, they work together with communities. They promote esports. They host events. So definitely go check them out at heartlandesports.org. And, you know, follow them on Twitter, like them on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Thanks thanks as always for watching the Esports Bulletin. And consider subscribing or following on Twitter. And, yeah, see you next time.